Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Class 6 Civics Chapter 8 Rural Livelihoods. How are you children? I hope all of you are safe and fine there at home. Children, in this chapter we will look at the different ways in which people earn their living in villages. We will examine whether people have equal opportunities to earn a living. And also, we will look at the similarities in their life situations and the problems that they face. Children, it is important to understand the life in the city much different from the life in rural area. In rural area, you have agriculture is the main occupation. Children, in rural area, you have agriculture is the main occupation. Around 60% of the population is still depending upon agriculture for their livelihood. However, in urban area, either manufacturing or services in the form of the major part in the economic activity. Children, in higher classes, you will study more about these economic activities. Children, in India, there are three sectors of the economy: primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Okay, the primary sector, which are related with agriculture and allied products. The secondary sector, which are related with the manufacturing or industrial sector. Then the tertiary sector is related with the service sector. Children, look at the example of Kalpattu village. Kalpattu is a small village close to the sea coast in Tamil Nadu. To earn living, people here are engaged in many economic activities given as follows. Children, some people here are involved in non-agricultural activities such as making utensils, pots, bricks, baskets, etc. To earn a living, some people also serve as blacksmiths, nurses, washermen, weavers, barbers, cycle mechanics, and many more. Then, traders and shopkeepers own small shops selling tea, grocery, clothes, seeds, fertilizers, etc. And there are shops selling food and snack items like idli, dosha, upma, bonda, Mysore pak, and vade. Some households earn a living by washing clothes, doing construction work, driving lorries, repairing cycles, and so on. Kalpattu is surrounded by low hills and is also favorable for agricultural practices. The main source of income for the people is agriculture. Paddy is the main crop. There are also some coconut groves, cotton, sugarcane, plantain fields, and mango orchards. So children, underline all these important points in your textbook. Okay. Children, let us take the example of Tulasi. Tulasi works in a paddy fields owned by Ramalingam from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in evening. June to November is the time when Tulsi finds regular work in a year. Ramalingam calls her and other workers for transplanting the paddy, then again for weeding, and then finally for harvesting. For the tremendous work they do all day long, Ramalingam pays her only 40 rupees per day. This is less than what laborers get in her home village. Okay, then her husband Raman is also a laborer who sprays pesticides during this time of the year. Children, what are the additional tasks Tulasi does? Yes, Tulasi takes care of all the tasks at home. She cooks for the family, cleans the house, and washes clothes. She also collects firewood from the nearby forest and fetches water from the village borewell. Her husband helps by getting groceries for the house. Their school-going daughters are the joy of their lives. They borrowed money from Ramalingam for her treatment when she fell sick. Tulsi's story shows that the poorer families in the rural areas spent a lot of time getting water and firewood. They have to do these tasks as the money they make is not enough. Nearly two-fifths of our rural population work as agricultural laborers. They either have small plots of land or do not own any land at all, like Tulasi. To earn money, they travel long distances looking for work. Such migration of laborers is more common during particular seasons. Children, I hope all of you have understood very well the example of Tulasi. Children, underline all the important points in your textbook and don't forget to read your textbook very well. Okay. Children, let us take the example of another person, Shaker. The another villager is Shaker, whose family, after harvesting their field, has to carry paddy to their home. They own 2 acres of land and manage to do all the work themselves. During the harvest time, they often take the help of small farmers who help them harvest their field. Then Shaker takes seeds and fertilizers as a loan from a trader and pays it back by selling his paddy to the trader at a cost lower than the market price. Okay, what do you mean by the cost lower than the market price? That is very low price. Okay, when he sell his commodity in the market, he will get more price comparing this price. Okay, so the cost lower than the market price. The remaining paddy is used in the house for consumption, their household consumptions. Then additional income sources of Shaker are as follows. So this Shaker have some additional income sources. Which are they? Yes, whatever he has last for the next 8 months. So as a backup, he has to engage in work at Ramalingam's rice mill. His job there is to help him in the collection of paddy from other farmers in the nearby villages. Okay, so he is a worker of Ramalingam's rice mill. Then Shaker is also the owner of a hybrid cow. It gives milk which he sells in the local milk cooperative and earns a little additional money. So children, all these are the additional income sources of Shaker. Okay. So children, we have already studied the example of Tulsi and Shaker. Okay. The farmers like Shaker often need to take loans to buy agricultural raw materials such as seeds, then pesticides. However, a crop failure can occur and adversely affect agricultural production. If the seeds turn out to be of bad quality, the crops face a pest attack, or there is a lack of rainfall. In such a scenario, what happened to the workers or the farmers? The farmers cannot pay back the borrowed money. They borrow money from the money lenders or large farmers. So they cannot pay back the borrowed money. In fact, they might even need to borrow some more to survive. This way, the loan amount keeps increasing and they are unable to pay it back. Thus, debts accumulate, and these accumulated debts become a major reason for distress among farmers and have resulted in farmers committing suicide in many parts of the country. Okay, so the farmers committing suicide in many parts of the country because they are in debt trap. Okay, so children, don't forget to read your textbook very well. Okay, children, in the next part we will study more about these rural livelihoods. Okay, children, let us wind up this session. Please note that the corresponding URL, notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with this video. Make use of all these resources and study well. Thank you.